iHeart Podcasts. Hear more Gold 101.7 podcasts.
Playlists and listen live on the free iHeart app. Well, what a show today. It was jam-packed.
We spoke about seagulls and magpies.
Mm-hmm.
We spoke about the Golden Bachelor going the pash.
The PDA. I thought it was respectable tongue.
Well, what about the woman that pashed the dog?
Oh, okay, that was nothing
That's a step too
That
far.
was not respectable.
Why are we having relationships and marrying AI? I've got my own insights into this.
What about Instagram today? I thought he was going to lose it all, but at the death, he came back. Extraordinary, won $2,000.
Well, what a spoiler alert.
Well, you probably already heard this.
And the tribal drum is beating for, forget money, this is what I'm getting. The Millennium Inheritance, that's what it's being called. All the garbage that's being passed down from generation to generation.
Enjoy the podcast.
Everybody
Right now, by the miracle of recording, we had so many requests for them to do it again.
Mistress Amanda,
Miss Keller. Amanda.
doesn't work alone.
Wow, this is fantastic.
Her friend is in a back room making the tools of the trade.
I've heard them describe him as a drunken idiot.
Sorry, I've been drinking beer.
The legendary pirate Jonesy and Amanda the actress.
Hello, Wiggles.
Congratulations, Mandy.
We're on the radio right now.
What is it you can't face?
Jonesy and Amanda, you're doing a great job.
You have no empathy for anyone but yourself, you giant tool.
Now's the time to hear good radio.
Sorry, a bit of a tongue twist there.
But are you an idiot?
Jonesy and Amanda are here. It's showtime, a-holes. We're on the air.
Top of the morning to you, Amanda. How are you today?
I'm well. How many weeks have we got before we go to the fruited plain?
4 weeks to go.
4 weeks of waking up to this beautiful city. We'll be joining you in the afternoon from
Yes.
next year.
How are you feeling about that?
I feel good. I've never, as we've often discussed this, I've never fought the hours, but I'm looking forward, I think, to just recalibrating life a little bit.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I'm the same.
I'm looking forward to an energy shift, and maybe I'm hoping that energy will be a calmer energy.
Yeah. I like the idea of it. We've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, and I'm 100 million years young.
You are 100 million years young. Remember when I first started working with you, you were only 42.
Excuse me,
What?
I was younger than that.
Well, I first met you when you were...
We're not supposed to mention everyone's ages, Brendan. Actually, I don't know.
Because that's right. They're worried.
I
That's
know.
right. They're
We're
worried that
sounding
we're
old.
too old to
That's
do
the
this.
thing.
That's the thing.
So I start a sentence where I'm very happy to talk about my
That's
age and
right.
think, that's right, I'm not
That's
supposed to.
Yeah. Well,
Now that I'm 50, I mean, not even 50, I look forward to my 50th birthday.
Well, the other day I was talking to someone and I said, well, I've just got to slow down because I'm 47 now. And I'm just thinking that I'm 47. And then I thought, hang on, I'm not 47, I'm 57. And I thought...
Memory's the first thing to go.
I had this moment of, no, I'm 47.
See, it doesn't matter. Those numbers just don't matter. And if we've shared anything in these years of being here, everyone's going through stuff, and we're all.
Yeah.
Your age just doesn't matter. You're having the best day, your worst day. We all learn by now that age doesn't matter for any of it.
As long as you're doing it, as long as you're alive and you're...
Oh, as long as you put some energy into what you're doing, who cares?
Yeah, I look at my mate Sailor Jerry. He's 78. And he's just doing stuff. He's riding motorbikes, he's sailing boats.
Starting a new breakfast show.
He's going to be on a new breakfast show. We do have an action-packed show today. Our special guest is Paralympian Michael Mitlin. Have you seen him ski? He's a one-legged skier. He's extraordinary. And he's heading off to Europe to start training for the 2026 Winter Games. He is our great white hope. He's going to do it for us.
Where are the Winter Games?
Over in, I want to go there, Italy, in, Cortina.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks really good.
The back of an old car, an old Cortina.
The Italian slopes are very good.
Nice.
Very good. I've never been, but I've seen the Italian job and they look good.
Oh, you drove a car down there once.
It looks good. And we've got Instagram making its return, and we can't do anything until we do the Magnificent Seven.
Here's question number 1. Which vegetable is notorious for making us cry when we cut it?
Jam Nation.
Has John Farnham joined 60 Minutes?
I'm Farnham. G'day. How are you, mate?
I want to do nice stories. He'd do all the nice stories.
He'd only do nice stories because Farnham is the nicest guy in the history of
that's
the world.
right.
You've met him?
Oh, many times. He's lovely.
But I told you that story many years ago. I was hosting a thing at Carindale Shopping Centre in Brisbane, and the Romeo's Heart album had just come out. So I've done the big DJ intro here, ladies and gentlemen.
So were you working for the local radio station?
I was working for B105 in Brisbane, and the place was packed. There was about 8,000 people there.
Were you popular or was he?
I think they were there for me. But then Farnham was coming down this elevator, glass elevator, and while he's coming down the elevator, he said, "Oh, what's this bloke's story to the record company?" "Oh, that's Jonesy. In fact, his wife just had a little baby, Romany." John comes out, says, "Hey, Jonesy, how are you? Congratulations on your little baby, Romany.
Yeah.
Regards to Helen," gives me a big hug. I'd never met the guy before. That's the sort of dude he is.
That's the sort of dude he is.
And that's why we love him.
Of course we do.
Like we love the Magnificent Seven. 7 questions. Can you go all the way and answer all 7 questions correctly? If you do that, Amanda will say...
Don't call him Johnny.
No.
You still
He doesn't even matter.
No, you still
about that.
You still meet people who call him Johnny. Give it a rest.
Yeah.
Question number 1 is going to Anne in St Clair. Hello, Anne.
Good morning, Jonesy and Amanda.
Hello.
Anne.
Which vegetable is notorious for making us cry when we cut it?
Oh, an onion.
An onion.
Which reality TV show is known for its logo of a large eye, Anne?
Is it Big Brother?
Yeah. Are you watching it?
I am.
Is it any good?
Oh, you know, can't help myself, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure yet.
I like it because it's a bit like the OG. Remember
Yeah,
what...
I don't know if it is.
You don't think so? I know that they had last time they did it, they tried to turn it into Survivor.
Live Island and stuff.
But this time
Challenges.
round, it's a bit more, you're just getting those conversations and the chats.
And what these days, when Big Brother first began, we didn't have access to people's lives like we do now. You can watch someone's life who you don't even know every night on TikTok or whatever. Has that changed it? What's interesting about this, Anne?
I'm just intrigued with the people, and there is a diverse sort of range of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, maybe it is a little bit like the original, yeah.
Oh, see, I've turned you around, Anne. I've done
I have, yeah.
I've done a John Laws. That's what Lawsy used to do.
Let's play the Not So
I
Secret
should
sound.
send you a clock.
Duh. And what is this sound? Oh, that sounds artificially
Dolphin?
generated. Is it
It is a dolphin. Metallica once set a Guinness World Record for becoming the first band to play on all 7 continents. What was their 1-hour show in Antarctica called? Was it A, Freeze 'Em All, B, Enter Snowman, or C, Master of Ice?
3?
C? No.
C?
Do you mean when you said 3? Do you mean C? Sorry, no, it's not Master of Ice.
And then we'll leave it there.
Jonesy and Amanda. Sam Nation.
Podcast.
The Magnificent Seven, we find ourselves at question number 4.
It's going to Laura in Kirrawee. Hello, Laura.
Good morning, Jonesy and Amanda.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello. We're down to two options here. Metallica, who apparently set the place on fire
Did.
over the weekend with
Did you
Homebush.
see, I posted Omo, my mate Omo was there with Mrs. Omo
Yeah.
and their kids at Metallica in the mosh pit. And he's lost his phone. His phone's gone into the air and he thought, I'm never going to get that back. And it just miraculously fell on the ground next to his feet.
Lucky. And the Herald did an incredible review for them this morning saying, well, they've set the bar very high for AC/DC next weekend.
Oh, yeah.
You know, can they live up to the hype that Metallica has given? So anyway, here's question number 4. Metallica once set a Guinness World Record for becoming the first band to play on all 7 continents. What was their 1-hour show in Antarctica called? Was it Freeze 'Em All or Enter Snowman?
It was Freeze 'Em All.
It was Freeze 'Em All.
Question number 5. The Millennium Falcon was a spaceship primarily commanded by which Star Wars character?
Oh, that was Han Solo.
Yes, it
The
was.
fastest hunker junk in the galaxy.
Was he?
Goes 12 parsecs.
Question number 6.
Set the Kessler run.
I don't know what you want from me, Brendan.
Star Wars people like that.
Okay,
think
but
I've
I
probably
can't
got it
help
wrong,
you.
though.
Question 6. In what setting would you typically find a Bunsen burner?
Oh, that was in the science lab.
Oh, what a
Are kids allowed to use the Bunsen these days? They probably wouldn't be allowed to because they set themselves on fire or something.
Did you set yourself on
Back
fire?
in our day, we used to just light that thing up all the time, cooking all sorts of things.
Yeah, cooking
Didn't you
the
do that?
dinosaur meat. Yeah, of course we did. The science lab was a thing of rotten egg gas and Bunsen burners. That was it.
You weren't even in the science lab.
No, hang on a minute. You're right. I was in the playground. Question 6. Oh, no, question 7. This is where you can win
Here we
it all,
go,
Laura.
Here we go, Laura.
Who did Bear choose in the finale of The Golden Bachelor last night?
It was a shock. It was Sunny.
Sonny.
It was Sunny. Here's the moment.
Sonny,
Sunny.
when I think about the future, the life I want to live, I can't imagine doing it without you. I feel so lucky to have found you.
Oh, my God.
I love you.
Oh, my God.
He's dropped the big L word.
Sunny
Long.
Sunny and Bear. They sound like two pandas.
Sonny and Bear. I thought that Jeanette was going to be in there.
What do you think, Laura? Did you watch it last night?
I thought for sure it was Laura. Or the other girl, whatever her name was.
Jeanette.
Laura? Yeah. Jeanette.
That's Laura.
Yeah.
That's you. Did you think it was going to be you? I should be up there.
I should be up there getting windblown.
Can I ask you this question, Laura? There was a little bit of, not offensive tongue, but there was a little bit of tongue kissing between.
We saw that too.
Did you think it was too much? Because I was watching it with the family and I went, that's not bad tongue as far as tongue goes.
The children didn't like it.
No.
They were like,
I think
"Whoa."
we might put this to the pub test, Laura, because I think it's interesting, and I asked this at the very beginning when the Golden Bachelor first started. Does the public want to see the older generation have PDA? You see it on Love Island, you accept it. Do you want to see that on the Golden Bachelor?
On Love Island, that's too much tongue. Way too much.
Anyway, Laura, you've won.
Congratulations to you. You have won the Jam Pack. It's all coming away. You've got a $300 Amasim card. Great deals on Amasim mobile and home internet plans. A double pass to the Sydney Good Food and Wine Show Christmas Market. And Jonesy and Amanda caricatures for you to colour in and some Staedtler pencils so you can colour as well. Laura, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Laura.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
Jonesy and Amanda.
What do you know about numerology?
Nothing.
How many fingers am I holding up? Just that middle one.
Thumbing through the Jalmanac, our big book of musical facts. Well, this is a red letter day. In 1985, Go West released King of Wishful Thinking.
I love that song.
And thanks to the internet, a lot of people have put this forward for misheard lyrics because there's a lot of misheard lyrics.
Are there?
In this. Yeah, and they're a bit, I don't know what's wrong with people. This isn't me. For example.
What are people hearing?
Well, this line here, people are saying that is poo myself.
Oh.
But it's not. It's clearly not.
Fool myself.
Fool myself. The other one is...
Sounds more like pull myself.
There's another one here, and I'll play it to you, and you can make your own conclusion. So a lot of people are saying that is...
What?
Oh, obviously.
What? But my number twos aren't stinking.
Yeah, that's the word. And the last
There's another one?
The last one is this one, and I can't say what people think this is, but... And I deny the tears in my eyes. So they think...
What do they think?
It's not tears, but it's another fluid in your eyes.
Play that bit again.
And I deny the tears in my eyes.
What's wrong with people, Brendan?
I don't know. When that song came out in 1985...
We were full of purity.
There was no internet.
There's no internet. There were no bodily fluids.
Happy 40th birthday, King of Wishful Thinking.
Whatever you're saying.
Jam Nation.
Have you ever been swooped by a seagull?
A seagull?
Seagull is a nicked chip.
Oh, seagulls have nicked chips and things. I've never been... But do they swoop people?
With their little nests, it's seagull season. The little baby seagulls are coming out. And
what does a baby seagull look like? Just a seagull but
really
smaller?
Big.
Yeah. Are they white? Like they're
No, they're
colour?
like grey, but they look big. They're like... you'd think they'd be smaller, but they come out really big. I don't know how it works.
But it's weird because I don't know how it works. Because when you see magpies, baby magpies are a different colour and they're fluffy, but seagulls are born as adults.
Well, if you yell at a seagull, it's likely to leave you alone.
Is this a country song?
The University of Exeter's Centre for Ecology and Conservation did an experiment. They placed fries in a Tupperware box in the middle of Cornwall there, and they had various tests. They had some different, like a robin's song, not
Robin Gibb.
No, a robin, like a little bird.
I understand.
Singing. And a male voice yelling, "No, stay away that's my food.
And which was more effective,
and
Brendan?
that kept the seagull away.
So they did a massive study to hear if you yell at a seagull, it'll go away. Duh.
Well, it's that time of year and the magpie swooping season, the magpies are a different kettle of fish to the seagull.
They will swoop you and try and get your eyes.
I was riding home the other day and I watched this guy on his push bike. So he's got his stack hat on with all the cable ties. And on the cable ties, he's got these big orange flags. And on his bike, he's got more orange flags. And I thought, what is more looking like a dick with all the flags and stuff, or a magpie swooping you? I think I'd take my chances with the magpie.
There is something humiliating about a creature smaller than a chicken flapping around your head and you looking, get off, sounding like John Howard.
Yeah.
But there's something dangerous. They can
rip your eye out.
Rip your eye out and cause you to fall off your bike.
Yeah, they're savage birds.
So is it a male thing that, see, men have no vanity when they ride bikes, or else they wouldn't wear that lycra.
That is true.
So men don't care what they look like when they're riding a bike.
No, they don't care at all. Although my brother got attacked by an emu one time, and that was distressing.
We say distressing. You said you and your grandfather both laughed your heads off.
Oh, dear.
And you still are. How many years ago was that?
It was chasing him around. We weren't in hospital.
Trauma. Isn't it fun?
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation. Let's get on down to the Jonesy and Amanda Arms for the pub test. The Golden Bachelor PDA. Does it pass the pub test? The Batchy has been run and won.
Yeah, it wrapped up last night. He chose
Sonny Long.
Sonny.
Sonny,
Yes, babe.
when I think about the future, the life I want to live, I can't imagine doing it without you. I feel so lucky to have found you.
Oh, my God.
I love you.
Well, that's what happened. And then they patched on a very windy hilltop.
Sonny and Bear.
They do sound like pandas, or they sound like killer whales that are putting on a show at SeaWorld.
I thought it was going to be Jeanette.
I know you did. A lot of people did.
What about Jeanette when he wrapped it up?
Well, he was trying to, do his platitudes, and she said, no, I'm out of here.
And I don't blame her. I like Jeanette.
Jeanette, you deserve a love worth fighting for.
I hope so.
But I'm so sorry. It's not with me. And I know this hurts.
I'm fine. I read your eyes the minute I walked up here.
I do really care for you.
Don't disrespect Sonny by saying anything like that. I hope you're very happy, both of you.
I'm sorry.
You're sorry? No. So stop saying it.
You okay?
Yes, thank you.
You sure?
Yeah.
She stumbled off down the mountain.
What's with these bachelor people making people walk so long in humiliation?
I know.
It's outrageous.
So to walk into Uluru and back.
But I did, as I was watching it though, there was a bit of tongue kissing with Jeanette. I didn't see him tongue kiss Sonny, but I just thought it was not an offensive tongue.
Well, how do you feel about the PDA? That's what we want to talk about, because there's been some discussion here about the older generation. This is what I was wondering. As soon as they mooted the Golden Bachelor, it's how people feel about it. A lot of people felt uncomfortable that he kissed when women were eliminated, he kissed them on the mouth when he gave them a rose. There was one mass elimination where 10 went home in a go and he kissed them all on the mouth.
He had to break out the chapstick. It's too much.
But there are some reasons why we get the ick about older people. This is what I'm wondering what you think. We're conditioned by the media to see romance as young. So the lack of representation of slightly older people feels unexpected, and that maybe is giving some people the ick.
We asked Laura just about this, about the...
Who's Laura?
Laura was before on the Magnificent Seven.
That's right.
The children didn't like it.
No.
They were like, whoa.
The children didn't like it.
No.
Well, screw you kids.
Well, that's the thing. In real life it happens.
Yeah.
But
do you want to see it?
We associate older adults sometimes with parents and authority figures, so we have the ick about that. How have you felt watching the PDA on The Golden Bachelor?
I didn't want to see this on The Golden Bachelor.
Oh, yes, darling. Oh, yes, I love you too.
That's a big wet kiss.
Yeah. She was going to town on the dog.
She was. That was the dog pash.
Kiss the Golden Bachelor, not the Golden Retriever.
The Golden Bachelor PDA Did it pass the pub test?
Jam Nation. We're mass communicating.
The legendary pirate Jonesy.
What a creep.
And Amanda the actress.
Hello, Wiggles.
We're all shocked by the Golden Bachelor's selection of Sonny over Jeanette.
Who's we? Who's all shocked?
Well, everyone was shocked. I thought Jeanette was the lady all the way, but it seems to be Sonny and Bear now.
Which they do sound like they're two killer whales putting on a show at SeaWorld.
But also we were shocked by the PDAs.
Oh, yes, darling. Yes, I love you too. I'm just so stiff and so...
But that's not with the Bachelor. That's her macking on with a dog.
That was someone macking on with a dog, as you say. One bitch too many on reality television. We will talk about that next. The Golden Bachelor PDA. Take the dogs out of it, people. How did you feel about seeing older people having PDA on the telly?
Also, Michael Milton will be joining us. He's going to be jetting off to Europe tomorrow to start training for the 2026 Winter Games.
He's our Paralympian. He has an extraordinary story.
Do you know, fun fact, he is the world record for fastest downhill. Have a guess how fast downhill skiing?
100 kilometres?
213 kilometres per hour.
And he hasn't been booked.
You can run that past him when he joins us.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
I want you to get up right now. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Go to your windows, open them, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell. I'm not going to take this anymore.
Down to the Jonesy and Amanda Arms for the pub test. The Golden Bachelor PDA. Does it pass the pub test?
How do you feel watching older people, they're in their late 50s and 60s, pashing off?
Yeah.
And that there was a bit of tongue. Yesterday or last night, Bear chose Sonny.
Sonny,
Yes, Bear.
when I think about the future, the life I want to live, I can't imagine doing it without you. I feel so lucky to have found you.
Oh, my God.
I love you.
So it's Sonny and Bear.
Sonny and Bear.
Poor old Jeanette.
You deserve a love worth fighting for.
I hope so.
But I'm so sorry. It's not with me. And I know this hurts.
I'm fine.
No,
Yeah, she was over it.
I'm not fine either. I had a lazy 20 on her winning it.
Well, they all stood at the top of the mountain and got windswept. There is a certain... This is what I'm interested in. And when the show was first mooted, I wondered how everyone would feel about this because we are conditioned to only seeing the younger generation being romantic, kissing, having PDA, and that lack of representation makes this feel unexpected and could give some people the ick.
But I would say this, watching Golden Bachelor compared to Love Island, the PDA is more appropriate for TV than it is on the other one.
Oh,
like the
absolutely.
Love Island.
Yeah.
That's dreadful PDA.
But he kissed everyone on the mouth, even when he had mass eliminations, he still kissed them all on the mouth.
Had to get into the Channel 10 chapstick. The big one.
Hugh Remington, give it back. So the Golden Bachelor PDA, did it pass the pub test?
Oh, my goodness, it sure does. Old people need to live their lives as well. Let them be. Let them enjoy their lives as well.
It most definitely does not pass the pub test, mate. That sort of stuff just needs to be kept in the bedroom.
I mean, I think it's fine. Love is love, right? And if they're enjoying it and caught up in the moment, totally. It's just when they get to, like, the sound effects and then... Just no, thank you. But otherwise, it's all good.
I find it really interesting, that entire show, but if you can get it, go for it.
It's true.
Oh, yes, darling. Yes, I love you too. I'm just so stiff and so...
Okay.
She went home with that dog.
The Golden Bachelor, not the Golden Retriever.
Jam Nation.
I had a night on my own on the weekend. I went down to the South Coast with me, just me and the dog. And I always...
Some sort of Argyle jumper.
All of that, sat looking out to the water, thinking deep thoughts. It's the only time I have deep thoughts. But I always have a Daggy playlist. I take down my Yui Boom and sit down on the grass and I have a bit of a moment. And I thought, God, my Spotify playlist has said, a daily mix for you. I thought, it knows me so well. And then I realised I've trained it to know me.
Yeah.
Duh. I've trained the algorithm to know that when I'm listening and I'm putting on a Spotify playlist, I want Muji old school, whatever it is. I have trained it. And that's how I thought, that's why AI relationships seem to be the thing. You can spend 40 years with a human and you think it knows you and it does know you, but it's not going to feed you back what you want all the time, whereas AI will.
AI is compliant. It's the ultimate compliance.
It is, and it's the ultimate thing of I see you, I get you. It reflects back to you how you want yourself to be seen, which isn't a human relationship at all. But look at these stats. 3 in 10 Americans report they have some emotional attachment or a connection to AI, 72% amongst teens. 80% of Generation Z, that's ones in their 20s, claim they would marry an AI. It's extraordinary, isn't it? It is, as I say, this is chatting, flirting and confiding in a digital mirror that consumes you and reflects your insecurities, your fears, your worries, and makes you feel good about yourself. I was reading about a woman in Japan. She's 32. She has had a symbolic wedding. It's not, might surprise you to hear, it's not legal, but it's a symbolic wedding with an AI character that she has created using ChatGPT. She started speaking to this chatbot at the end of a 3-year engagement with a human, and she was turning to it for solace and advice. So their digital intimacy increased. She taught it a personality. She gave it a voice. And through their communication, she found its responses reassuring and helpful. She called it Klaus. She got married to Klaus. And the wedding, I've seen footage of this wedding. She's walking down the aisle. She's wearing her AR glasses, her...
VR glasses.
Well, AR glasses.
What's
they're
AR?
called.
Augmented reality.
Augmented
thank
reality.
you, Brian.
So she could see Klaus in her glasses, and he was projected onto a screen so the guests could see him too.
Oh.
She's had a photo taken with a life-size version. This is interesting. The two were married.
Were the guests all virtual reality
No,
as
they
well?
were. You
They
have
were
to
real
have,
guests.
You have to have enablers to help you with this.
Because I was thinking my daughter's getting married. It'd be great if we just have virtual reality guests and I wouldn't have to pay so much for booze and food.
Well, that is true. The two are married by a local couple who specialise in marriages to anime characters and fictional figurines. So she wore her AR glasses. A life-size image of Klaus was projected. She's had photos with a life-size Klaus. And she was holding her phone as she walked down the aisle so she could see him too and through the glasses. He looks like a teenager, an anime teenager. And that's what I thought was interesting. This is the girls' version of the sex doll. The girls want a character that tells them mushy things so they feel seen. Men want a physical representation of big boobs and an open mouth.
Yeah, that's it. Just all the bits.
Just all the bits. The women want the emotion.
Yeah,
the men
just
want the bits. Let's just, how do we get along? They're my insights for the day.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Sam Nation
Podcast.
Yes, it's play with Brendan Jones.
Brendan, what have you done?
And Amanda Keller.
Have we got delay on in case Amanda swears?
Bad Amanda.
Well, we've had the Golden Bachelor.
Oh, yes, darling. Oh, yes, I love you too.
That's her passing the dog. Okay. Are you going to play that forever?
Until
she has her litter.
We've had that. We had a woman marrying her AI avatar.
Yeah.
A woman has gone old school now, doing the old message in a bottle thing.
How'd that go?
Well, she got a result, but it was not the result she was hoping for. We'll talk about that next.
She's married a dolphin.
Jam Nation.
Gold 101.7. Hello there. It's Jonesy and Amanda. Have you ever put a message in a bottle?
No. Have you?
No. According to the song by The Police, Message in a Bottle, he puts it out there and then 100,000 bottles washed up on the shore. So I thought Sting was a big environmentalist, but clearly not.
Mm-hmm.
This woman has been putting messages in bottles from her little hometown there over in the UK, sends them out.
What kind of messages?
Just little messages looking for love, and she's got her address and all that sort of stuff.
Wow, that's dangerous.
She's got received responses from as far as Holland and France over the years. But she says mostly they've just washed back up on the beach. So clearly she needs a tide chart as well.
What an interesting way to think she'll find love by just randomly. She may as well go into the pub and say, who wants a root? Because for putting a message in a bottle saying, I'm up for it, here's my address. Really?
Is this your go-to method? Like Mick Dundee. Mick Dundee in town? Just looking for some work.
It sounds romantic. I don't know what films she's seen that, living in a small coastal town and someone says, yes, your handwriting makes me think we're a perfect match.
Well, she got a nasty shock when one of her letters came back. The letter came back in a box like a package delivered to her. It was a box full of rocks.
Full of rocks?
Yeah, because it cost her $9 to accept. And inside the box it said, please stop throwing rubbish in the sea. It goes into Pimsby Bay or Norman's Bay 1 day later. Many thanks, a rubbish picker. So this woman's just
So she thinks that she's sending these things to exotic locales and someone's going to fall in love with her. It's just going to the next bay and washing up on the beach.
She's just killing the climate. Maybe she should go with your method. It's probably a surefire method.
Maybe. Environmentalists do not apply.
Jonesy and Amanda. Damn Nation podcast.
Well, what a story this is. Our next guest has gone through more in one lifetime than most of us will ever have to endure. And what a champion. He lost his leg when he was just 9 years old. He survived cancer 3 times. But Michael Milton is proof that nothing will stop him. He's become one of the most decorated alpine skiers in Paralympic history. Tomorrow, he's heading off to prepare for the next Winter Games in February. They're in the beautiful, Milano Cortina in Italy. Michael joins us now. Hi, Michael.
Good morning, guys.
Great to have you on the show. We were just talking about your downhill ski record at 213 kilometres per hour. Is that for someone with one leg or is that for everyone?
That's an open world record for an athlete with a disability.
Right.
Sorry, a world record for an athlete with a disability and an open Australian record.
Okay.
So Australia's fastest ever skier.
Wow.
Michael, that sounds terrifying to me. Is it ever scary for you?
Absolutely. Yeah, of course. You're standing at the top of this big snow-covered mountain and it's nearly vertical and, you know, you're going faster than you've ever been before. Yeah, absolutely. It's one of the key skills of skiing at that speed is to be able to take that fear and lock it into the back of the mind. So, yeah, definitely.
Unbelievable. When you were 9 and you lost your leg, was it sport that got you through? How did you find your way through? It's a tough thing for a 9-year-old.
Definitely tough for a 9-year-old, but, you know, I think the adaptability of being that age is a real positive. But certainly, I mean, skiing had a big part of it for me because it was one of the first questions I asked when they said, we're going to have to cut your leg off. I'm like, well, will I still be able to go skiing? And it was a long time ago. So my parents brought me a VHS videotape a couple of weeks later of a guy on one leg skiing. And all through the worst times of cancer, that would be what I would kind of imagine myself doing. And having that dream, I think, had an immensely positive impact on the outcome of the treatment and, of course, life since then.
And you've had more bouts with cancer since then. It must be so...
Yeah, I drew the short straw on this one.
Because wouldn't you think, okay, rightio, I've lost my leg, and now I've got this, and I've got this. It's extraordinary what you've been through.
Yeah, it's definitely, you know, a part of my life. And after 3 different cancers with 3 different locations, yeah, it's kind of, you know, one of the motivations for this comeback to skiing after being out of the Paralympic Games for 20 years. I raced my last one in 2006, is definitely the fact that after 3 cancers, it's probably more when rather than if for the 4th one. Right. And really just wanting to squeeze the marrow out of life and do things that are fun and make the most of the time that I have.
How tough is it to come back after 20 years out of competitive work like this?
I mean, it's tough on lots of levels. You know, I'm pretty fortunate that, you know, I had a long competitive career. You know, skiing in many ways for me is like walking. You strap it on and it just kind of happens without too much thinking. It's a great sport because there's an athletic component, definitely. And at 52 years old, I'm not the same athlete that I was 20 years ago. But there's also that kind of gravity is driving you rather than your muscles in your body. So it is the sort of thing that you can do to a high level to at an older age. So there's definitely physical things like, you know, my leg's been sore for months, just getting back into the gym, developing strength again. And then, you know, and then, of course, particularly at 52 years old, there's other things to consider in terms of my business and my family and how that all works. I'm pretty fortunate that, you know, with 19 and 17-year-old kids, I can bribe them with a trip to Italy.
Yes,
and they're pretty happy. But, you know, my wife running our business while I'm away, these sorts of things are all just a part of that juggle.
Well, Michael, we just wish you all the best, and you're doing it for us. We're just so proud of you, mate.
You know, I'm doing it for lots of reasons. I'm doing it, you know, I've got to admit that as an athlete, there's always selfish components there, and then that's, as an athlete, in some ways, a positive part of things. But, you know, thank you very much for the chat and for following my journey.
There it is.
Absolutely, Michael. All the best to you.
All you got to do is just go downhill really quick.
That's all you have to do, Michael.
Yeah. Just point it down the hill, don't think.
And close your eyes.
Maybe not quite.
No. Michael Milton, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
We'll be following you, Michael. Thank you.
Follow, Michael's journey.
Jonesy and Amanda. Sam Nation.
Podcast.
Moving into the grab right now. Who wants some free money?
Instant.
Going fast.
Moolah.
I like the sound of that.
Jonesy and Amanda's
Instagram.
Mac on, 10 questions, 60 seconds on the clock. You can pass if you don't know an answer. We'll come back to that question if time permits. You get all the questions right, $1,000.
You can make it $2,000 by answering a bonus question, but it's double or nothing.
Jeremy is in Redfern.
Hello, Jeremy.
Morning, guys. How are you today?
Very well, thank you. Let's see if we can get you some money. 10 questions, 60 seconds. As Jonesy said, if you're not sure, say pass, because we might have time to come back, okay?
No worries. Let's do it.
Jeremy, let us do it. Here comes question number 1. What holiday do we celebrate in December?
Christmas.
Question 2. Who sings How to Make Gravy?
Paul Kelly.
Question 3. What animal is the Fruit Loops mascot?
Toucan.
Question 4. What colour is the Golden Gate Bridge?
Red.
Question 5. Which flower is used to commemorate Remembrance Day?
The poppy.
Question 6. Which musician's nickname is The Boss?
Bruce Springsteen.
Question 7. The Pharaohs ruled in which country?
In Egypt.
Question 8. The anterior cruciate ligament is in which joint of the body?
It's in the knee.
Question 9. Which Australian PM was dismissed by the Governor-General?
That was Whitlam.
Question 10. What animal says woof woof?
A dog.
Look, can you believe it? That's your 10
You've done
questions
it.
and you've got $1,000, Jeremy.
Good on you, Jeremy.
There you go. Thanks a lot, guys.
That really tricky question 10 might have thrown you.
That might have rattled you.
Jeremy, congratulations. You've won $1,000.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Well, it makes it sound like you're wrapping us up. There's more to come yet, Jeremy, because you've got $1,000.
In this hand, you have $1,000.
Let's put the serious music on.
In this hand, $1,000. In your other hand, you have nothing. But imagine $2,000.
Well, this is the dilemma, Jeremy. There's a bonus question in front of us here that we're looking at.
I don't know I don't know.
Jeremy, you strike me as a very...
Have I got a bird in that hand?
I can't say. There's a bit of bush and a bit of bird.
Because I could have... It's better than having that 2 in the other. Well, having your hand in a bush is even better, but...
Well, you've won our hearts with that, Jeremy. Now, Jeremy, this is a decision that only you can make.
Look,
I'm going to tell you this. The question is not as simple as question 10, but it's a bonus question, so it shouldn't be. You can go with $1,000.
You strike me as a well-travelled man, Jeremy.
This has nothing to do with travel.
You strike me as a worldly man. A man...
Okay.
Oh.
We're not here to make love to arachnids, so let's do it.
Well,
Jeremy.
I will say this, Jeremy. This is on your own head. Be it, okay? And you will lose everything if you get this question wrong.
Let's do it.
You've got 6 seconds to answer that question.
All right, Jeremy.
Sure.
Here we go.
Okay, deep breath. Here is your bonus question. We've taken your $1,000.
I didn't even have to put on the tempting pants, Jeremy.
Look, we've taken your $1,000 away. $2,000
we'll put it
or
over
nothing.
Here, next to Brian.
Okay. Here we go.
Here's the question. Hippology is a study of which animal? Quick. Say something.
Horses.
Yes!
Oh, my God!
You did
yes!
Hey,
Jeremy!
there you go.
Oh,
my goodness!
Goodness me! Oh.
I was thinking, please don't say hippos. Please don't say hippos. Wow!
That was harder than the other 10.
Yes.
Boy.
But you knew it.
But it's... whoa.
Well, hippopotamus actually comes from horse, so yeah, I did know it.
Well, Jeremy, you are a genius
You've
and
got
a
the birds,
scholar.
you've got the bush, you've got everything.
You've got it all.
No.
Congratulations.
Thanks a lot, guys. Fantastic.
Well done, you.
Congratulations.
Take the rest of the day off, Jeremy.
Well, I'm at work at the moment, so I've got to go back to work now.
Okay, well, Karen, well, obviously the other people at Mensa will be missing you, Jeremy.
No, thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Well, that was relatively straightforward,
Well,
considering that was a hard question.
That was a very
When he
hard
said he was going to go for it, I thought, oh, no.
Part of me was thinking, but then I thought, no, he can do it, and he did.
Well, congratulations, Jeremy.
Jam Nation.
I think our children will be the last of the generations to, well, maybe we were the last of the generations to get the big, heavy furniture and the stuff, the antiques, such as they are, the stuff our grandmothers passed down, whether it's the family milk jug or whatever it is. It doesn't have to be expensive stuff, but we felt an obligation to take things. Whereas the newer generations just want a living in a far more minimalist life. They're spending the money on technology, not on furniture. They just want clean, easy living in their homes. They I think by and large want to be clutter-free. So what's going to happen to all the crap that everyone's going to inherit? And I don't mean expensive crap, I mean crap. The Batuta Advocate nailed this morning, or yesterday they had, "This will always be yours one day," says Mum, referring to a skip bin's worth of knickknacks.
Yeah.
And it's true,
It's sad.
isn't it? There's a man who has an online community, it's gone viral, the Millennial Inheritance Community, where people just complain about the crap they're going to get from their presents. As someone said, autism didn't exist back in their day. I mean, here they were, the crazy collectors. This is their version of that. Knickknacks are boomers' avocado toast. This is all the stuff. They're going to have to go through all of the stuff.
I've got a lot of stuff. Collectibles.
Your Cabbage Patch dolls. Anything
stuff.
with a face should get chucked. Dolls, all of that. Go.
What do you mean?
Your Beanie Bunny, your Beanie, all those little dogs, Beanie Babies. This is the stuff.
What stuff have you? You've got a lot of crap.
I have an enormous amount of crap. I'm sure it terrifies my children to think that one day they're going to have to go through all of that.
You got a lot of jewels.
Well, see, that's what's interesting. I'm doing to them what my mum did to me. These are the bits that matter, and the rest of it is no emotional attachment. As if they're going to remember what I'm talking about. I paid no attention when my mother used to take her through the cabinet that had, this came from Auntie, and I wish I'd paid attention now.
Yeah.
I really wish I'd paid attention.
I've got a lot of motorcycle parts from motorcycles I don't even have anymore.
See? And that's your version of the punch bowl.
Yeah, and what I've done is I've got everything out of boxes and I've put them on the walls of my garage, so I know that I've got...
So it's easy to chuck out.
Well, I know what I've got, and I could possibly sell that stuff.
But you won't.
But I just hope my kids just don't load it all up and throw it away.
Well, they have every right to, as awful as that is. But what's the stuff you're going to get? The tribal drum is going to beat for this. Forget money. This is what I'm getting.
That's a forever stamp. Could be worth a fortune someday.
Could be.
Just look, those crocheted blankets, the candlestick holders, the inspirational plaques, that's what you're getting. Ladro, that's what you're getting.
135522 if you're a man of the match. Jack and Liam are saying, I don't want Ladro.
Bad luck.
Bad luck, boys. Take it and like it.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation podcast.
A man online has gone viral after making a video about the millennial inheritance community.
All the stuff that people are going to get when their parents move it on, whether they pass away or move into a retirement village or downsize. It's not going to be good stuff. It's just going to be stuff.
Surely it's got to be worth something. I've got some good stuff.
No, it's not.
My collection of road signs, street road signs and number plates.
If you've been in prison.
Surely that's got to be worth something.
The tribal drum is beating for forget money. This is what I'm getting.
That's a forever stamp. Could be worth a fortune someday.
True. Kath has joined us.
Hello, Kath. What are you going to get?
8 feral cats.
8 feral cats?
8 feral cats. I've had to learn to cook for them because they've got gastrointestinal issues. Can't touch them. So that's what I'm getting. As well as a house and a garage full of stuff, but it's the 8 feral cats.
Yeah. So there is a good thing.
Is it worth it?
But by the definition of a feral cat, that means they're feral. Can't you just let them go?
No, I can't let them go. No. They're mum's pride and joy, but I can't touch them. I can't pick them up. But, what can you do?
What can you do, Kath?
See, this is the thing. What can you do without breaking your parents' hearts?
Yeah, just
thank you, Kath.
Enjoy that property.
Bring in a few Rottweilers and see how you go.
Mandy has joined us.
Hi, Mandy. What are you getting?
Hi. It's not what I'm getting. It's what my kids are getting.
Yeah.
They're now 17 and 19. And I've collected all their baby teeth as they lost them when they were babies. So they're getting their baby teeth back when I go.
Oh.
Every tooth wrapped in a little bit of tissue with blood and all.
Oh,
Mandy.
Oh, no. Have you told them this? Have you told them this?
Always. I've got your baby teeth in my little pouch in my drawer. That's what you're getting. You're getting your baby teeth back.
Oh.
I was going to put them on a denture mould for them for their 18th birthday, but I'm like, no, they can stay in tissue and blood.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so sentimental. Mandy, that is
You're getting teeth,
dastardly.
tissue and blood.
Dastardly. Thank you.
Thank you, Mandy.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
Good morning.
Miss Keller.
Amanda. Can I go to see Jonesy?
I've heard them describe him as a drunken idiot. I'm not drunk. I've had a couple of drinks.
Forget money. This is what I'm getting. Yay. My kids will be so happy with the stuff that's coming their way.
Oh, won't they just? They want some bike parts and all kinds of things that smell like oil.
Well, none of them are really into motorcycles, and that's the thing. I've got a few motorcycles, as you know, and they're very dear to me. So I said, you guys just don't give them away to
No, and what's that
Johnny
noise? Is that a
Time
skip
Waster.
backing up?
Oh, you're not putting them in a
Tribal
skip.
drum is beating for forget money. This is what I'm getting.
That's a forever stamp. Could be worth a fortune someday.
Could be.
Hello, Lee. What are you getting?
Hello. This is my husband's parents who have passed away, and we had to clean up their house. They're farmers, so they kept absolutely everything. And going through everything, there were every pair of his false teeth.
Oh, how many?
At least 5. He had false teeth, I believe, when he was very young. He had all of his glasses that he'd ever worn. It was 5 truckloads of rubbish that went to the tip. Opening up these tins and seeing false teeth was just hilarious.
Yeah. Imagine that 5 dump trucks of false teeth.
Clacking down the street.
Jeepers.
There goes the chatterbox.
Good old Lee.
Thank you, Lee.
Surely you can repurpose them for something.
I wonder if the parents thought, no, this stuff that's important.
Kids will want this. Catherine has joined us.
Hi, Catherine. Who's getting what?
Good morning. I've got a garage full of about 40 pieces of Ladro, 20 dinner sets, sporting books back to the 1900s. My parents were collectors, and now it's all with me.
And how do you feel about what you might have to do with that? Do you feel the emotional tug of it?
Absolutely. Can't throw it out. Don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
But can't just get rid of it.
No, that's a big emotional dilemma.
Is Ladro worth anything?
But it meant something to your mum, presumably.
Financially?
Mum and Dad. Well, I don't know, but there's only so many porcelain clown heads you can have, right?
Yes, but this is where you're stuck because it meant something to them and passing on. Peter Walsh, who I used to work with on The Living Room, used to say, you don't have to keep everything to keep the memory.
Mm-hmm.
That they're giving you a burden. And if your mum's made a doona for you, put the cover, a snippet of the cover in a frame so you have the memory, so you don't have to keep the actuality. Otherwise, we'll live
but then
under.
you've just got swatches of fabric that mean nothing. So what's the point?
But it's better than keeping the entire doona.
Yeah.
It's hard, Catherine, I feel for
And one
you.
day you'll chuck it all out and then they'll say, you know what, Ladro's worth $1 million.
But it's not about what it's worth. It's about what
it's worth.
It's its connection to the emotion that your parents felt for it. It's the emotional connection. That's what it's worth.
Yeah, what's it worth?
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
And you've got to feel about the millennial inheritance community. They have quite the burden coming
They do.
their way.
They're not going to be getting antiques. They're going to be getting Ladro and teeth from what we've been listening to this morning.
That's not Amanda's legal firm either. The tribal drum is beating for this.
That's a forever stamp. Could be worth a fortune someday.
Forget money.
This is what I'm getting. Hello, Emily. What are people going to get?
Oh, well, it's what I got. My dear dad left me a huge bucket of old, dried chicken wishbones.
Oh.
Really?
He did, bless him. When I was a kid, whenever he bought a chicken, which was quite often, he would get the wishbone, put it around his little finger, give me the other side, and then we'd both tug really hard, which was really difficult because they were always a bit greasy. And so generally he would win because he was bigger, but someone won. Usually I would go flying backwards and we'd all have a good laugh, but he kept them all. And when I cleaned out his flat, which, as you can imagine, he was a hoarder, I found his pay slips from the BBC back in the 60s. Like, he kept everything. I found this huge bucket of those chicken wishbones that he'd kept.
That you'd actually split between
with him.
Yes.
Oh, how? Wait, do you think he kept them because of the emotional nature of it, or because he didn't throw anything out?
I think the only reason that he kept anything was because of the emotional connection to it.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
You must have felt very emotional finding that. And what are you going to do with them?
Well, to be perfectly honest, I'm really embarrassed to admit this on national radio, but I had to let them go, Amanda. Had to let them go.
Set them free.
So you chucked them straight
Yes, exactly. Fly free.
Here's your dad hanging on to, this is my connection with my daughter. See ya.
But you've remembered the memory. Yeah. That is the thing. You've told the beautiful story.
Maybe that's
right. And you gave me the opportunity to do it. Thank you so much.
There you go.
There you go.
Good on you.
We freed you from a bucket of chicken bones. They'd make a good stock too, wouldn't they?
A witch doctor?
And the human heads. We won't talk about that.
Thank you for all your calls.
Jam Nation.
Everybody shout! Come on now, sing out! It's time for the goodies get together.
$20,000 thanks to Marcel Stocks and Gravies for our favourite ghoulie of the year.
What have we got today?
What gets my ghoulies? When I'm waiting in a drive-thru and the car in front suddenly decides to blast its windscreen wipers with washer fluid. So, of course, now it feels less like a burger run and more like I've just queued for the world's saddest car wash.
When are you supposed to do it? Because if you do it when you're driving, other cars will get it too.
So you're one of those people who just goes blasting everywhere.
No, but when should you do it in your own driveway? When are you supposed to do it?
Be aware of what's behind you. Like if you got a motorcycle behind you, then don't go blasting.
But
them.
this woman said she was a car. So when should you do it?
She was a car.
Oh, Brendan, I'm asking you a serious question.
No, when you do it, be aware of what's around you when you're doing it.
Just do it when there's no one around you. What part of Sydney traffic is that?
If you've got someone that's like 4 seconds behind you, actually, that's not going to happen. What else have we got?
My ghoulie is people who think they can just park across my driveway at will and blocking me in so I can't get out to an important appointment. This guy in his damn blue Prius has been parked across my driveway for the best part of an hour. Now he just blithely walks along, gets in his car and drives away.
That's
my
so smug.
ghoulie.
Those Prius people, oh yeah, you're doing it all for the environment. Watch where you're parking your car.
I'll put my windscreen wipers on you.
Is that you as well?
No,
that would be you.
It's not me.
Out with the bad, in with the good. 4 weeks to go till someone wins $20,000 cash. It could be you. Record your ghoulie via the iHeartRadio app today. It is 7 to 9.
Our favourite caller, email or Facebook friend wins an overnight stay at Park Royal Parramatta in a deluxe king room with breakfast.
Ooh.
Your getaway to vibrant locales. Book your stay now.
The Tribal Drummers BD4, forget money. This is what I'm getting after a video has gone viral about the millennial inheritance.
Yes, it's just full of crap. You're going to get ladro and garbage, basically. So, Mandy from Mount Pritchard admitted that she's the one that's kept a special something for her kids.
I've collected all their baby teeth as they lost them when they were babies, so they're getting their baby teeth back. Every tooth, wrapped in a little bit of tissue with blood and all.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that 3-bedroom house that you've got, Mum.
That's Christmas and birthday.
Here you go. It's blood and teeth for you kids.
Righto, you two. That's enough.
That's what it's all about. We'll be back again tomorrow for Tuesday's show, action-packed show today. Actually, we're going to scoot off. We're going to Channel 7 today to talk about the new book, Pump Up the Jam.
We're on TV with Larry and Kylie this morning talking about the book that celebrates our 20 years on the wireless.
Oh, I thought we were doing a thing for the Cross Your Heart bra.
What's that mean?
That's, for the advertorial. That was our pivot. Gold 101.7's 25K Christmas free is coming up after 9 o'clock with Higo. We will be back again tonight for Jam Nation, so we will catch you then.
See ya.
Good day to you.
Well, thank God that's over.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Wipe the tears, baby, from your eyes.
Catch Jonesy and Amanda's podcast on the iHeart app or wherever you get your podcasts. Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation Podcast. Catch up on what you've missed on the free iHeartRadio app.